Hello there, I'm TheNightmareDuke and welcome to another Fallout 76 video where today we're going to be taking a look at two energy weapons that you don't often see. Well, you see certain variants of them, very specific ones, but we're going to be taking a look at the ones you generally don't see and just seeing how they perform and if they're worth your time. But hopefully you enjoy, and if you do, then hey, consider liking and subscribing. But let's just get straight into things. So the two weapons we're going to be taking a look at are the laser rifle and the plasma rifle. We got our laser rifle here, anti-armor, prime automatic version, 102 damage there. And those are the mods that we're going to be using. Got the 91 fire rate, range 126 and accuracy 81. And we just chucked on the hot rods flame paint because, well, why not? But yeah, that's our laser rifle, of course, Commando. And over to the plasma rifle that we're using, pretty much the same mods on it. Also automatic, anti-armor, single star, prime version. 62 and 63 damage there, so 125 in total with that split damage. Fire rate is the same as the laser rifle, but the range and the accuracy is much higher at 204 and 157. But let's just see how both of these perform. And just over to the build in case you are interested. This is just the build that I'm rocking. It's my usual stealth commando build with the usual commando perks. Got follow through there maxed out. So generally not two weapons you see often, but what you will see is legacy laser rifles and plasma flamers around the place. Both of course very, very good. But what about the regular version? So of course we just have our anti-armor versions here, and they perform pretty well. Not weapons that you can easily stealth with, since they can't be suppressed, so they are loud weapons. But even without the sneak perks activated and helping out our damage, both the laser rifle and the plasma rifle here perform well. There was a recent patch that took a look at energy weapons and did its rebalancing things in the background, and they are performing better now. Still not most people's first choice, however, when it comes to a commando weapon, but by no means terrible. Plasma rifle has a slightly bigger magazine as well as range and accuracy, and its damage is split, whereas the laser rifle is more stable if you are looking to hip fire your weapon. Laser rifle, of course, also using those fusion cells compared to the plasma cartridges on the plasma rifle. But against these super mutants, both performing pretty much on par to each other. But enough of super mutants, let's go find some robots and then probably some death claws. But the sentry bot not going to be posing any issue, especially since we're targeting those fusion cores. But yeah, the super mutants, no problem. These robots should pose no problem for either of these weapons. Yeah. And of course, we're not sneaking at the moment. I will get into some sneak footage in a little bit. But just the running and gunning here, even on the bloody build, we are managing to get through the enemies with little issue. Of course, rocking stuff like Grim Reaper Sprint is going to help us keep our AP up. Otherwise, we'll be running out of the AP, especially with complete VATS usage. And like I said, laser rifle a bit more stable when it comes to hip firing and just free aiming compared to the plasma rifle. But both performing pretty much on par against these robots. Very much like the super mutants. So by no means terrible weapons. Pretty fun to use, especially if you like your energy weapons. And yeah, getting the job done. But over to the death claws. And we'll sneak for this, why not? Pistol in caution, nice. So again, you can get away with sneaking. It's just not always a guarantee. So both of those dealt with. Now, you can sneak with these weapons, it's just not a guarantee, basically. In some situations, you might get away with it, but in more hectic situations, probably won't. Depends on your armor and what perk cards you're rocking to help out your sneak, but it can be done, and both then, of course, get that benefit from the bonus damage, so then they're going to be performing even better than what you see. But yeah, again, will depend on the situation. If there's a lot happening, then probably not going to be able to get that sneak off easily, but some situations, like here, when there's not many enemies grouped together, sneaking should be no issue. And yeah, these scorched, posing no problem for our plasma here. Really good range on it, really good accuracy on it. Of course, the damage won't be an issue. Even swapping over to the laser rifle here, we should be getting those one-shots. But laser rifle, not as much range and not as accurate, so we'll have to be a little bit closer. But we should be able to maintain that sneak here. Very much like the plasma rifle. So let's just go find a couple more enemies to deal with. So yeah, depending on the situation, you can make sneak work for you if you want. But overall, pretty solid weapons, especially if you're looking to not go for a bloodied stealth route. Full health build and just running and gunning is definitely right up the alley for both of these weapons, no issue at all. Even if you want to do it in power armor, loud, full health, they work out perfectly for that sort of build. And there you have it, just taking a quick look at the laser rifle and the plasma rifle. Both pretty decent, of course. Just got a single star version there. You can get better versions. There are legacies out there as well, which are, you know, legacies. We all know about those. But yeah, pretty cool weapons to use. You don't really see them often. But hey, give them a try if you're looking for something a little bit different. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, then hey, consider liking and subscribing. But for now, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.